Hello and welcome back to Georgia Sight's online tatting class. This is the final episode of the Awareness Star of Hope Tat-along designed by Kathy Hodges. Or Hodge, excuse me. I don't know why I want to keep adding the S on the end of her name. Maybe she should do that just for me. No, Kathy, don't change your name. Alright, as you can see, we have completed joining all this up in here, and we're working down here. We're on this fourth ring, okay, and according to the pattern, we have to join this fourth ring to both sides and then do our little section here. But as you can see, my thread's running just a tad bit low. Now, I do have enough on here to complete the final ring, okay, but I may not have enough to finish out the rest of the corner. So there is a trick called the shoelace trick, and many of you have wondered, how do you do it when you're running low on thread? Do you really want to add more thread to your shuttle at this point when you're almost done? No, because the other shuttle has plenty of thread on it. So what we could do is our shoelace trick. And what that is, I've showed this in a previous video, but many people want to know the use for it. Well, here you go. We're going to tie a knot in our shoelace here. Pull it across, get everything lined up right. Okay, just like we're tying a pair of shoes. That puts this as our main working thread, not this. So we reverse our work to do that next ring, and we're using the shuttle that has all the thread. That way we don't have to add more thread, tie-in ends, things like that at the end of such a little space, okay? Because that's all that needs to be done, is just a little bit. So we're going to do our 2 double stitches, and we're going to join right here on this ring, okay? Run our shuttle through it, pull it tight, get everything lined up. 1, 2 double stitches. Let's see, we need another one there. I only got 2 halves and called it a 2 double stitches. Oh boy. And there we go. We got another picot in and our 2 picots. Now we've got to join this, remember, to this. It's got to join right here at this corner. So again, we're going to do that folded join. Alright, so fold our work over. Let's give us some thread to work with here. And we're going to run that little hook up through our picot. Grab our thread, pull it down. Okay, slip it on that finger to keep it from getting all tangly. Tighten it up, fold it back, make sure we're lined up and our picot did not twist. Continue on with the last 2 double stitches. Okay. Let our shuttle drop to get the twist out. Can you see? See how much it's twisty? Because when I go to close that ring, it's going to create a huge knot and it's not going to pull through. Alright? So we've got the twist out. Let's close that ring. Still got some twist in there, but it's workable. Alright, so we've got that ring in. Now we're down to making this. Alright, the little point. So we want to do that. And the directions say, switch shuttles, do not reverse your work. Okay, so here we go. We're switching shuttles. We're not reversing the work. This is going to be our core thread, the one that doesn't have a lot of thread. And this is going to be our stitches. Okay, because we're doing a chain of 3. We go 1, 2, and 3. Now we have to reverse our work, but it's going to put this shuttle making that ring. We don't want to do that. we want to use the shuttle that's got all the thread. So again, we do our shoelace trick to swap our threads. Okay, pick up that shuttle. Let's make that final ring. Okay, and do 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do our fancy picots, decorative picots. 3 more, and this ring has 4 picots on it, right? With 3 double stitches in between. Alright, so we need more thread. See, we wouldn't have had enough on that second shuttle, but by switching our working thread back and forth, using that shoelace trick makes it so much nicer. That way we're not at the very tail end of this project needing more thread and having to wind it all up on a shuttle. We can continue working and finish it out. Okay, that gives us 3 picots. This is our 4th. We're gonna need more thread. Alright, let's pull off some more thread. And we need 2 more double stitches. And you see how that thread's twisting? When it starts doing that, you take a chance of doing exactly what just happened. The stitch not flipping. Okay, so be mindful of that when it starts to twist. Okay, so we've got 2 and 3. Now it's so twisty we need to drop that shuttle and let it out. Okay, now we can close that ring. Keep everything into place. Keep closing until it's closed all the way and tight. And we're going to reverse our work. And guess what? When we reverse our work, our working thread is back to this shuttle. Now there is enough thread on this shuttle to finish it out, so you don't have to do another shoelace trick. But should you need more thread, then yes, do the shoelace trick. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to wrap our hand, do the last 3 double stitches. Okay, things together here. Trying to stay in camera shot and keep this from hampering me. And we want 3 double stitches. 2 and 3. Now we want to join right here at the base of that one. Okay, so we go down in there at the base of that ring. We want the base of the ring, not the chain. And it can be a toughie because this is where you started. And we've got it. I'll pull you some thread up through. Now, there are 2 ways you can join at this point. Okay, that kinked out. Didn't get all my threads. There's 2 ways you can join at this point. One is you can do a lock join at that point and go from there, or you can just pull your thread through, okay, and tie a square knot. It doesn't really matter. I know I have a problem here with this thread. I caught the threads. Okay, there is a way to fix it. As you can see, I'm just pulling it down, twisting it back. And when you get a thread that has a lot of twist to it, like the Elizabeth, this happens. Okay. And I just keep working it back out. Okay. Now let's try that again. We're going to go down through there, and we're going to try to get all them threads pulled up through. Yeah, I do believe. Alright, and because we split the plies, if this was in the tatting, I would cut that out. I wouldn't leave it like that, okay? Because it does show, but because we're going to tie off with it, it's no biggie. So, cut our thread there. Now we're joined there. Now what we want to do is tie us a square knot. And it's right over left. Okay, bring it down, make it snug up to it. Then you're going to go left over right and pull it down snug. Now should it twist, you want to straighten it out because you want a square knot. Okay, if it catches a picot, take the picot out. Alright, at this point, you're going to sew in these ends. Now, you can use floss threaders, and you could have hid the ends in here. I didn't bother with floss threaders. What I did with one that I had made earlier, just the test before I did the video, I stitched it up here, come out here, and brought both of them up, made a little hook like this to hang for a sun catcher. But there it is. There is this Awareness Star of Hope. And at this point, you would add your medallion, your awareness ribbon, whatever. And here you go. This is size 10. And this one is size 20 thread, the actual pattern. Okay? So I wanted to do it in size 10 so you could actually lay your eyeballs on the size difference. So I hope this helps. I hope you've learned something. I hope you enjoyed the tag-along. There will be other tag-alongs to come, but I do want to make a quick note. Georgia has been on to me, and Cynthia Stevenson has. They want me to take ownership of the videos. I am not Georgia. My name is Tammy. I am in the classes. But Georgia and Cynthia taught me to tat. Everything I've learned came straight from those two ladies. So, with that in mind, that should tell you how good the classes are and how much you can learn from them. Alright, so until the next tat-along, happy tatting, and thank you so much for participating and watching the videos. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. Your supplies and links are in the descriptions. So, see you next time. Happy tatting!